About a month ago, Tye Ruotolo and Tarik Hopstock, they had a match at the IBJJF World's quarterfinals. And in that match, Tarik Hopstock went for a straight ankle lock, which Tye managed to counter beautifully. He sort of backstepped out of the Butterfly Ashi that Tarik had when he was going for the belly down straight footlock. From there, he managed to set up a beautiful knee bar and got the win. There was a moment there where it kind of looked like Tye was wincing a little bit, like it looked like the footlock was on. So earlier this year I did a private with Tarik. We went over a bunch of things. I've already put some of it up. I'll link it in the description. But we also went over the straight ankle lock. So I'll share the footage with you.
I will put in this foot and I'll straighten you out a little bit. Okay?
Oh, you got it very high.
Yeah. So I want this heel pretty much on my ribs, and then I'll like clamp it down with the side of my elbow.
Yeah, I can feel it. It's a lot higher than I would have done it. I'm not very good at it.
Some people go here.
Yeah.
Right. But I want to be all the way back, feeling like I'm bending your foot blade.
Yeah, already
under my armpit.
Yeah, I can feel it. It's not pleasant, Tye.
And so I'll try to use this foot on top of there. And this will allow me kind of like a double frame. So anytime you remove one leg or the other, I always have one to catch up and bring the other one in. And then I'm
okay.
You know. Using this. Another thing is just this knee sandwich, or the Oreo in this case. So yeah, but it's a way to let people know, like, you remember it. So sometimes there will be too much cookie and too little cream, you know, like this, for example.
Oh, so you want it out closer to your knees?
No. So if I do this, now if I'm trying to go belly down,
you don't have enough.
I don't have the
momentum.
Well, I don't have the angle either.
No, okay.
So if you think about, the tipping point is your leg, right? So I have to align myself with your leg so that when I want to roll, you see how I can fall.
Yeah, you just sort of tip over.
So this has to be like a flat surface for us to tip over this way. And I can force it, like I can be here and I can just push myself back, right? But then a lot of the times they expect it, and we're not playing the reactions game in a sense. So you could be better. Let's say I could even like grab here if you want to do, or now I'm just going to be nice and keep my hand on my belly. But what I do here is I see that my knees are going to be pushing through, so I'm going to go and just keep going this way and bending here.
Oh, Jesus.
So you see, like, you have pressure here, right? But the very normal reaction is to start moving this way. So just keep moving this way. There you go. So when he does that, you'll see my knees align. And so then I go belly down, because then I'm playing with his reactions, so that he goes.
Because it almost feels like I can slip out. Do you know what I mean? It's right.
But watch how I'm really bringing it tight to my ribs. Now if you try to slip out,
so you sort of go in and then you
pump
your elbow backwards.
Or use the lat. Pretty much. So as I'm here. It's that pressure that I'm looking for. No, you'll get there. You get there. So if I borrow your leg, I can get a really good grip. All is nice, right? But if I start pulling or doing anything, this happens. It's completely natural. But let's say I throw in like an Estima. Kye lock, right? What does it do?
It
blocks
stops me from.
So the same thing just goes again. Every time if I can push your hips down,
Yeah.
whether it's the regular like Ashigurami or single leg X, or just like basically just push double,
Yeah.
you're compensating for
Yeah.
what you're trying to
And
do.
you prefer the inside the instep there?
Yeah, I prefer this because
It's harder to.
it's harder for him to turn the knee in, especially if you're talking like IBJJF rules.
Yeah.
So I'll use this constantly, like turn your knee in again.
Yeah.
So I will use this
To
kind of
to
circle.
get the right angle. Okay.
And then I'll use this foot just to pinch it in here.
Ah.
And the nice thing here, I'm very little, like I'm not so exposed in, let's say, another leg lock position. I might feel more exposed.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, because you can transition to no-gi, no problem.
Yeah, and there's no heel hooks, nothing like involved here.
No.
Nothing dangerous from there, and that's a nice thing. And I can even, like, if you want to do aoki locks, you do have that as well here. But the nice thing here is I'm free. Like, most of the time, I can't end up in a bad position.
No.
So, with this, obviously, like we played, I can stretch out, I can bring it down. Sometimes you might slip it off, and then I might end up in like a 50-50 scenario, which is not horrible because I do have like a footlock there as well.
Ah, so you do a similar, but in the. And oh yeah, I suppose this is IBJJF.
This is legal, yeah. So what I do is I pinch right behind the knee, and I bring this foot on the hip, and I grab my own shin or knee here.
Okay. So. And would you do it if we get into full 50-50?
Yeah, like this.
Yeah.
I could look for it, but
you usually try to do it in the setup or in the
sometimes
entry.
or you might have to hide your intentions a little bit, because if they lock their legs, then I would rather do, let's say, like a toe hold would be a better choice if they lock it like this, or if they're just crossing sort of like this. Then I might have to fight for it, or I might have to show that I'm trying to sweep, and as they're moving their legs, I might be able to grab. And then I bring this foot in, and this foot on your hip, and it's the rotation again that comes.
That's almost like a toe hold.
Yeah.
But I suppose it's the angle of the foot and the it's kind of like
it's sort of the same mechanics that I'm trying
toe
to
hold
do.
the steamer lock kind of thing. Yeah.
So I'm trying to do this.
You grab your knee,
and you could say, when I go belly down, I also try to.
you get the turn, the rotation.
Because, honestly, this is where most people break first.
You can hear where the ligaments they pop.
And if you're trying to always bend their legs this way, you'll meet some people who are super strong at some point, and it's hard to
just don't care.
They're either flexible or they don't care, or they're super strong there as well.